It's birthday day, sort of, for Blake. Happy birthday,
Whoa! What am I doing here? I shouldn't be recording. It was my birthday.
man. It was. I missed it.
How many
completely.
days ago was it your birthday?
2 days ago.
Sunday.
As we record this.
Excellent. Okay. Happy birthday from all of us in England. The entire country wishes you well.
I honestly kind of felt like that. It was a little, it was kind of funny because I got the normal birthdays from the family, and then I was like, oh, let's open up my phone and see. Geez! I don't think I've ever gotten that many messages, happy birthday messages. So that was really nice of everybody. Thank you to everybody who did that. It was a crazy amount of messages.
Did Brian send you a message?
Yes.
He asked, knowing the answer is no.
Yes, Brian sent me the best message, but it was such a good message that he had to wait 2 days to send it.
It
until
took
we
me
were
a while to
recording
think what I was going to say.
Hey,
Just-
we got to
just
cut
forget.
Brian a bit of slack because he's in his 50s, and that's really. Oh wait, oh no, so am I now.
Yeah,
Did
we were
you get
talking
any
about
nice
this
gifts?
I mean, I just wanted to eat and hang out with my family, and that's exactly what I did. So,
That's the main thing. What did you eat?
What do you want to do for your birthday? I just want to eat.
seriously.
Well, you're in luck. You get to do that every day.
Yeah, but not
every day's birthday.
at the places that I did eat.
Oh, you want to eat somewhere special is what you mean. You didn't
yeah,
say that.
I went to Demos. Demos is one of Portland's best pizzerias. Even though it never is on the list for best pizzerias for some reason, it is one of the city's best pizza spots. So if you're in Portland, go to Demos. And we went to Granford Brewing, had a great burger, and went to an Asian market and gobbled up a bunch of different treats that are not easily accessible at my local store.
I feel we'll go into this more in detail on the Patreon because this is not tone related, but it sounds like you also did the triple header for your birthday.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is good work. I'm proud of you.
Yes.
Did you buy
Triple
yourself
header.
any guitar
What is
toys?
a triple header? What do you? Is that like a sports term?
Well, without wanting to risk any inappropriate commentary here.
I mean, obviously that can go really sideways. What did you mean by the term triple header?
I meant he ate at 3 different venues on his birthday.
So that's like a sporting term then.
Yeah, like the maximum number of meals you can fit into a day really is 3. 4 if
What?
you're trying really hard, but 3.
I disagree. If you eat smaller meals, you can eat all the time.
What are those? Snacks?
Those are snacks.
Yeah. Those don't count. Those are different.
That's what I hear.
Okay.
But no, I didn't get any guitar-related stuff, though. I did get some content creation-related stuff headed my way. So, got some new camera stuff, some new wireless mic. I realized that my my rig for doing mobile recording, and I have a few mobile recording sessions coming up, is too big. It's like a full-size camera with multiple XLR cables and an interface. It's literally like 35 pounds. It's really way too much.
That's quite cheap.
Ha the reverse humor. Nice.
The old switcheroo.
So I'm gonna get one of those DJI wireless mic setups and the little camera that they have. The
Yeah,
Osmo.
what's it called? The DJI. I
forget the model off the top.
Global monster. Everyone raves about it.
Yeah.
Henning was a big fan. He got Jamie to get one. Jamie's now a big fan. He has convinced me to get one, but I never leave my room, so there's no point.
It might be convenient. One time I recorded a podcast with my friend Dewey here, and he's like, I got these new mic setups. Let's try it. And I was like, well, I got cables and regular mics. We could just do it through my computer. But he's like, I want to test this out. And admittedly, it was very convenient. So I'm hoping that'll be a nice upgrade. Shout out to the Sweetwater people for that. Thank you for the birthday present. Anyway, that's what I got.
I've never got a birthday present from Sweetwater.
No,
No?
equally, I've
No.
never got a birthday present from Anderton's, Guitar, Peach, or any of the major UK retailers. So if any of those are listening, it's not too late. Get your 51st birthday present in early.
You guys are doing it wrong.
Well, I have been told that before.
What
too.
should we do differently?
You should start a podcast where you talk about stuff on the internet, and then eventually you might get in contact with some companies that, oh, wait a minute, hold on.
I did receive two pedals from a company whose name begins with W and ends
Walrus.
in
Wyland. Oh.
Can we guess who that might be?
Walrus Audio sent you a bunch of pedals.
Close, but no cigar, Bri. Although, quite often, we are mistaken for Walrus and we are answering their support calls. But that's another story.
I'm glad it's not just us. Like, I bought these strings and they sucked. Well, unfortunately, those colored ball ends would indicate they are not ours. So
It's difficult because I genuinely do want to help every customer that has a tone-related query that I think we can help with. But when they ring up and tell me their 1973 squonkulator is broken and can we fix it free, I'm like, you should probably get through.
Contact your doctor for that? Yeah, I agree. Definitely.
Speaking of pedals, though, have you seen...
Say, speaking of the doctor, and then go into something juicy.
We're not going to go into any... You can keep your digital doctor research out of this, Bri. No, JHS have teased a new pedal in the form
what's going on with that? What are they doing here?
Well, I will read you the riddle and see what you...
As it sits now, right? It's changing every day, it feels like.
It is changing. I fear that the person who is putting the riddles on social media has left the paragraph to justify, and there is some terrible type crimes happening in this here extract I have. However, that's just for my type heads. Forward or back, I am still the same. 5 knobs to command, 3 layers of gain. It's an 808, surely. Forward or back, I am still the same. 808. 5 knobs to command, 3-band EQ, 3 layers of gain, volume, gain, and a switch. Ho, I'm a genius.
It'd be
I think
funny.
you just revealed the next...
It actually is an 808.
I mean, most people are betting it's some sort of reverse delay looper situation.
But the gain thing is kind of squirrely.
Throws you off, doesn't it? You know?
What are the other options? Like, what do their other things say?
No, that is it.
That's the only one we have, is that?
Well, the first one just said, like, forward or back, I am still the same. And then the next day it was 5 knobs to command 3 layers of gain. And then they're going to do something else
They're building on it every day. Okay,
yes.
So I wonder if there's, like, some sort of LLM we can put this in. You think?
I mean, Grok would probably answer it. My new favourite thing on the cursed platform is everybody just asking Grok what this person's talking about and getting called out by the technology. So I'm sure it's capable.
All right.
I'm going to see what happens when we do that.
Okay, this one is...
I'm going to work on that while you guys are talking about the next subject, I guess. I'll come back. I'll circle back to this.
We'll come back to that. Okay, sure. That's great.
Well, look, you mentioned that you've got a lot of outside recording in the pipeline, Blake. And I believe one of these is a trip to a famous guitar shop.
Yeah, next week, barring any unforeseen circumstances, I am scheduled to go to Norman's Rare Guitars to do an interview with Norm Harris. That would be next Friday, as we're recording this. Or not next Friday, the Friday after that. So the 15th, I'll be in L.A., well, technically, an LA suburb. LA people get real sticky when you call it LA and it's not actually LA. But I'm like, but LA is
just America.
It's 4 billion square miles, so I don't know which part is or which part isn't. But it's LA adjacent at the very least. So I'm really excited about that. I watched the documentary here like a month ago when we started talking about this, and I'm excited to actually go there. Obviously, we've all seen the videos. It's one of the most famous guitar stores in the world, so I'm really, really excited. I'm sure I will be taking a lot of photos of various rad axes, and I'm just excited to meet Norm.
It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. And that will be a great interview. So, listeners of the Tone Mob, i.e. people with no taste, no, you should definitely go check this out when it comes out.
Yeah, it'll be a few weeks, but as you're listening to this, so. But yeah, looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. Then I got some in-person stuff scheduled here in Portland at various venues and whatnot, and I'm just like, why am I bringing all this crap? I could strip this down so far with 2025 technology. Yeah, really excited to get to do those. I love doing in-person ones. I do them remotely all the time, and I don't know, it's just cooler to go actually sit down with people.
There's only one person that I think I would be slightly more in awe of than Norm in the guitar gear world, and that would be Brian Wampler.
I was going to say Joe Bonamassa. He's a
Hey,
good
you know
guest,
what?
man.
I heard a Joe
a great guest. He's a
Bonamassa
great
track today on the radio because I still listen to Planet Rock, and
Planet
Rock. Planet
Is
Rock
it like
is
a serious thing?
similar. It's a
Okay.
digital station, but that broadcasts on most car radios these days. So it's
Okay.
kind of like satellite radio over here. We call
Okay.
it digital. We call it DAB, digital audio broadcast. So it's
Gotcha.
a lower listenership station, but it's one of the best ones. And yeah, it's a great station. They play some awesome music. In fact, the other day, I got in my car to drive to my mum's, complete tangent. I get in, they're playing Ziggy Stardust by David Bowie, and as that ends, Antisocial by Anthrax comes on. I'm like, this
Perfect station.
station is literally made for me today.
It's almost like a Spotify playlist that's custom made for you. That reminds me of a different topic that we'll get into. That
Is it politician based?
No, it's I had a Spotify playlist. I basically typed in what I was looking for, and it made a Spotify playlist for me. And there was some AI music that it just stuck in there. So it's like,
Oh, no.
we make more money on this. You're gonna listen to this, buddy.
How dare it? The politician thing is they released Spotify playlists of some of your American political and business leaders, and they were as bland and rock-free as I expected. Some of them had Queen in them. Oh, steady on there.
Hey,
Deep cuts.
Hey, speaking of crazy things like that, Chat GPT 03. This is the 03 model. This is the reasoning model. Agreed with you, Richard. This is an 808 pedal.
Ha!
Hmm.
Ha! I'm actually intelligent.
Either
Artificially.
that or you are AI.
Yeah.
Maybe I am. Maybe I power all the computers. I mean, it's a bit of fun speculation, and I'm definitely not trying to ruin any. I know nothing.
No, but it's fun.
I do literally know nothing about this, but if I'm right, then that's a shiny.
If Josh
10 cents
texts
piece.
me tomorrow and says, "Pull that off there," well, no, we might have to take this part out.
We don't have an episode this week because Josh
correct
Scott sent us a
response
cease
should
and
be-
desist.
We had a cease
Under
and desist
no
on the podcast.
circumstances am I pulling Richard off. That is the only response you should be making.
Wait, you're wanting to pull my Richard
Off?
off of the pod?
No way. Not off the podcast.
We
Not
tried
off
to
that
get
podcast.
all of the filth out before the show and just
It didn't
like
happen.
cleanse our palate. But it
I
didn't
don't know what you guys are
happen.
talking about. I thought we did. It's went over my head, that's for sure.
We'll explain it to you later. Like it's fine. It's
maybe when I get older. Maybe when I'm 38.
maybe when
I'll
you get
understand.
older.
Yeah.
Once you hit your 30s, we'll let you know.
I've now completely lost my thread. I have no idea where I am in the conversation. What was I talking about?
I think you're somewhere. I don't remember the name of your town.
Well, you're
over
talking
there.
about
somewhere outside of
Sirius
Guilford.
or digital.
Well, that's it. I was talking
radio
about the
and-
rock music on the radio,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
how did we get to that?
We switched back to the Josh Scott thing, and now we're here. That's
Yeah.
how
Okay.
it happened.
Well,
I don't
let's
know.
just forget everything and move on.
let's just start over.
Oh,
All right.
this being 50 is really taking its toll on me. Yes, Brian, this is for you.
Yes,
Did
sir.
you know that Dave Grohl used a gas can amplifier to make the Foo Fighters' lo-fi debut, according to Premier Guitar?
Which song?
Well, I don't know because I haven't clicked through the article. Fully.
Gas can amplifier.
I just
Let me
saw
click
the
this
gas
here
can
link.
amplifier and was like, this is the most Martinsville-looking amplifier I have ever seen in my life.
I'm thinking a YouTube video, man.
I mean,
You know,
Brian,
how to
that's
make
a
your own
great.
gas.
That is a.
From- We're gonna need a new gas can because I'm thinking you probably don't want anything with heat near gas fumes.
Yeah, you probably want
So-
to use a fresh from the shop gas can, not one that has residue in it. unless you power your car with
Yeah, we could
kerosene.
make a little gas can amp like this. You know what? Business idea. You know what I'm saying?
It's been a while since we've had one, Bri.
The Groll amp.
The girl amp?
Groll amp, but spell it Groll. That way,
no one
you
would
avoid
ever know.
trademark problems.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's just my thought.
I'm trying to
$1,000.
find what this amp is, though. What is it? It looks like a gas can with a speaker on it, but what is it?
What it is it's a speaker on a gas can.
It doesn't say anything about the circuit. It just says gas can amp.
It
That doesn't
says that
help me.
SLM
Premier
Electronics
guitar.
produced these amps as battery-powered solution for buskers. So these are some cheap, solid-state, battery-powered amps. They're probably the same circuitry as inside my little smoky amp, but with a
I
bigger...
was gonna say it's probably a little LM386 type chip in there, if I had to guess. But
Oh,
yeah.
here we go. It was a division of St. Louis Music, so that were probably... And there it is. Yep, the same factory where the original crate amps were made. So it's probably a crate in a gas can.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's not to love?
No, I'm for it. I'm not saying that is a bad thing.
But it's battery powered, right? Because it says it was a battery.
No, it's gas-powered, Bri. You open
I
the top,
thought it said the
light the
circuit was-
fuse.
Let's see. I swore it said it was from a battery powered circuit.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
mid
might be
80s is a battery-powered solution for buskers.
Right, there you go. So what amp did Crate make that was battery powered in the 80s? If only there was a thing I could type in what I want to know and find out.
Have you tried Ask Jeeves?
Oh, yeah, Ask
That's a
Jeeves
good
is
idea.
classic.
Let me
Alta
do
Vista,
that real quick.
maybe? That might help.
I'll have to do that.
Timely
I'll
references
circle
for the
back
kids
around to
here.
this and interrupt everything again later.
Brilliant. Why not? I mean, I forgot what I was talking about in mid-sentence, so that would be the perfect follow-up for it. So here's another thing for you. Oh, no, actually, a very, very quick and serious subject. So I don't really want to go into the details. It's not our place to go into the details, but
All right, good topic.
All right, good. Yeah, thanks for that.
That's
go
a
and
good
check out an account called Gear Doing Good on Instagram. They're running a giveaway for Frost Giant at the moment. Eric from Frost Giant has some, challenges at the moment, let's just say. Well, his family does. And they're running a giveaway. I've asked for one of our pedals to go there, Bryce, so hopefully they'll have it by now. I'm not sure whether it's arrived yet. And they're basically running a big pedal giveaway. Sign up, pay some money. You could win one of, I think there's like 30 pedals in there now. It's insane. But yeah, Frost Giant and Eric are big parts of our community. And his art is like about the best out there. So anything to support those guys.
Yeah, good shout out. I did not know about this. So
Yeah, so that's Gear Doing Good. 3 words, Gear Doing Good, but 1 word on Instagram.
all right, good plug, Richard. Thank you.
So that's my serious plug. On with the rest of the show. I saw a picture, Bri, of
No
gem art. Yes, I saw a picture on the internet. Well, it wouldn't have been a picture of nudie ladies or gentlemen, because in this country, that's censored now. Did you know that?
Well, you don't need to be watching that stuff anyways.
That's
I
right.
don't. I'm just saying. No, I saw a picture of Jem Archer's pedal board from Oasis. He is one of the 3 guitarists with Oasis. One of them being Noel Gallagher, of course, whose pedal board has been all over the internet.
Is that this black and white photo that looks like it was taken on a potato?
Yes. Now, I think it's taken out of an Instagram post and rotated, which is why everything looks like it's in a weird perspective.
All right.
But if I'm looking at that board, I'm seeing 3, if not 4 pedals that look like Wampler pedals on there. Now, I could be completely wrong.
You're stretching a little bit. See, I'm thinking I see you said a bell, but I'm thinking that might be a rat's band in the middle.
I don't know. I think there might... it may not even be a Wampler pedal. I'm pretty sure there's an Ego compressor full-sized on there. And it looks like he's got at least 1 dual fusion, if not 2, on his board. I can't tell from this picture, but it's using the same Davy-style knobs as us. It looks like our artwork from this potato pixel picture. and I want it to be the case so that I can have some association with the Oasis gig that everybody except me has gone to.
Well, that's 100% an ego on the left.
Yeah, that's definitely an ego.
Mm-hmm.
And that does look like two different dual fusions over there.
It does
really
look like
does.
two different. Yeah, which is interesting. So that means you need to make the quad fusion.
Whoa.
Fusion.
Mm-hmm.
4 channels of overdriven goodness.
Yeah, now we're talking.
I like the sound of the quad fusion, though, Bri. 4's bigger than 2.
That's
And
right.
plus, twice the money. So $500. No.
Exactly.
Hey, and if you had bought 2 dual fusions and you put them together, you know,
You'd be
I'm just saying.
$500 in the hole.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah.
And this one's $4.99, so you're saving money. You're actually making money by buying this pedal.
That's right.
Also note the Line 6 DL4 bottom left as well. That's kind
What can we identify here for sure? DL4,
Jig Rig
G7,
Quartermaster.
Mm-hmm.
Couple Strymons and a Plexitone.
Is that a Flint and a... What's the Strymon next to the Flint? I can't tell which one that is.
I think that's...
Is that the El Capistan?
No, I think it's the Z... No, what is it? Someone actually wrote about that on Facebook.
We've got a few different Boss pedals. Looks like a slow gear, I think, in the middle.
Yeah, it looks kind of... Or is that a delay? But why would you put a delay and then into a compressor, though? That doesn't make sense.
And then we've definitely got the G... let's see.
UA Green 65 on the left, I think.
3 Boss EQs.
Interesting.
That's got to be for like ones for acoustic.
Yeah.
And then maybe ones like
And a
the
Carl
shape
Martin
ones.
Plexitone on the left,
Now-
I think that is.
Yeah.
Now that I look at the dual fusion possibly thing going on, it looks like that middle section's up on a riser and that the first dual fusion is down lower. Is that right?
That's possible.
It does.
That is possible, yes.
So two dual fusions for 2 different purposes.
Mm-hmm. That would make more sense
I
than
just realised
what I was
looking
thinking.
at a Google search for this very picture where they talk
wonder if I
about
can-
it.
I wonder what happens if I share
It is an
my
El
screen.
Capistan or whatever.
You found another angle?
No, it's some people are talking about it.
Okay.
Uh,
And I think I think the one on the far right next to the power supply, which is a Zuma, that looks like an Origin Effects pedal. I'm not sure which one.
Just real quick, like if someone listening wants to look at what in the hell we're talking about, where would they find this at?
they
In our
can find
Google
it
Doc?
in-
Yeah.
I don't think they can access docs.google.com
They can find it on the,
document /
internet Facebook group Pedalboards of Doom from a post from the 31st of July. I might share it in the notes, I might not.
Yeah, let's talk about something and then not share it. Good idea. Well done.
Mm-hmm. Well, listen,
that's what we
for the
normally
Patreon people, I'll make sure and post it there so you can go look at it.
There you go.
Right.
Good idea.
Yeah, join
Good
Patreon if you want to see this photo that's freely shared on the internet.
That's right. Well, I'm just trying to make it easier on the supporters of the show and harder for everyone else.
You know, we could just publish the show notes every
A
week.
lot of people talking about how rubbish Oasis are. Scroll past that.
Oh, you're still looking for the
I
post.
see a
you're
UA
gonna be a minute.
Dream. Yes, we all see a UA
It's gonna be a minute.
Dream.
So, Brian,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, all right. So, from what I could tell, that amp there was never a battery-powered crate amp in the '80s. So it was likely
Mm-hmm.
custom made by St. Louis Music, or I don't know what engineer, but someone around there, and probably was more like a 386. So probably more like that Smoky amp. I'm betting.
Okay.
You know.
Smoky amp, gas can amp. I get it. I see what you're doing.
I have one right up here. I like having my little smoky amp because it looks like a packet of classic Marlboro cigarettes, and it makes me think about my rebellious teens when I was a bigger idiot than I am now and actually did things like smoke cigarettes and go to the pub.
Have you
Well,
ever
let's make the
plugged the
comeback
little
here.
Smoky into a like a 212 or something?
I haven't actually.
Yes.
We've discussed
Yeah.
this before. It's supposed to sound really good. Well, I mean, it is,
It's
as
pretty
Brian
good.
says, it's a, what did you say, an LM338 op amp?
No. It's a LM386. It's literally just a little power amplifier in a chip. It's super simple.
386.
So it's not really like a traditional op amp type thing.
Okay.
Isn't that, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm stepping out of my lane here, but isn't that part of the rat thing? That amp was, or that LM308 was just like a crazy amplifier and a chip that's probably not being used for its original purpose, basically.
Totally different thing. The 308 was actually kind of a really crappy op amp for most purposes. Like, let's say you want to like power a space shuttle or something, and you need it to be real precise. That's a pretty crappy chip to do something like that. But when you overdrive it, and you overdrive it in such a way that it's basically going, then it sounds really good.
I love it when my pedal goes.
Because basically that's the sound. It's where it's like, I can't do it, I give up. And
that's a really neat little chip there. The do you prefer the 386M/1 or the MX/1, Bri?
As far as chips go,
Yes.
I'm really trying to get that Cool Ranch in my mouth. I like the Doritos Cool Ranch. Yeah.
I mean, the Cool Ranch is okay, but it's got a funky aftertaste.
It does. That's why you keep eating them. Then it never stops.
I went off chips and dips for a long time until the other day I got some chips and I covered them in cheese and I zapped them in the microwave for like 30 seconds and then dipped them into the regular. I was like, I've been doing this wrong again for so many years. This is how it needs to be done. So
This is the result of other substances you may have partaken. Like, I got an idea.
Lies.
I'm going to take a whole bag of chips. I'm going to put a whole bag of cheese on them and melt it. And then eat the whole thing.
I'm a genius.
I mean, I think I am. So by default, the gain on that chip is 20. Does that mean 20 times its input? I guess it does, right?
More or less, yeah.
But if you add a resistor and a capacitor between pins 1 and 8, it goes from 20 to 200, Bri. That's a powerful little chip.
Well, I mean, it sounds powerful, but you run into bandwidth issues. So it's not going to be able to produce that, which is why it distorts.
Right. But also, you're only feeding it 9 volts, right? Or maybe 18 volts if you're a nut job.
I don't think you can power those with 18. I don't think. I don't even remember what the max is. Maybe 15?
5 to 18. 4 to 12 on one, but there is a variant that does 5 to 18.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it'll give you like, what's the standard chip? Like 0.25 a watt. So it'll give you like half a watt.
I mean,
You know? Which is not that much. But I mean, if you're practicing at home, it's fine. You know?
yeah, half a watt or a British whole watt, I think we would call that.
British thermal watts.
Not a watt, but a watt.
A whole watt. Gotcha.
Yes, a whole watt.
One whole watt.
One. Wait.
Why do
What are we talking about?
Why do Americans say water incorrectly?
Water?
What?
Well, because there's an R at the end.
You don't need to
Water.
say it.
What?
No, you don't need to say it.
And there's a T in the middle. Water.
No, you don't put the T in the middle. You have that afterwards.
You're like you're. It's
You
like
have
an
it afterwards.
apostrophe.
What? I can get a glass of water. What?
What?
What? What? The garden.
Anyway, so to answer your questions, if you want to go into the nerdy details about it, you can get more gain by doing that. Yeah, it's just changing. It's basically just changing some gain inside that chip
Project
itself.
for you, Bri. Most household container you can find, biggest speaker you can fit in it, and best sounding LM386 amplifier circuit. Can you have that ready by lunchtime, Wampler?
That sounds like work.
Installed a speaker into this here yogurt container, and now listen to these creamy tones.
I'm gonna put it in this peanut butter jar.
Well, it's an echo chamber.
There you go. I'm gonna make a reverb out of this thing.
That's right.
Interesting. Okay,
Peanut
well, Bri,
butter
I feel that is a challenge you need to rise to. I'm not going to take no for an answer. What else do we have going on this week?
Yes.
This is one for Patreon, I feel, Blake.
Okay.
But because Brian is a fan of NWA, I'm going to have to point out that Ice Cube, whose career probably started in NWA...
Probably?
Well, he may have had some solo stuff around the time, so he might debate that.
Okay.
But let's just say that's where he's just been in one of the worst films, if not the worst film of all time. Which, bizarrely, Blake, is a reboot of War of the Worlds, which we were discussing on Patreon.
So I saw, we don't need to get into this right now in depth. We can save that for Patreon. But I thought maybe I had accidentally found one of your famous tabs of paper with a smiley face on it, because we were just talking about War of the Worlds, and then I saw you post on Facebook about War of the Worlds with Ice Cube, and I was like, what? I had just got done battling with my ice machine in my freezer, and it was like a really weird coincidence where I was like, what? Is my brain making all this up? Am I actually strapped to a hospital bed right now?
Right.
And
Are you actually the Truman Show?
Yeah, what is going on at the moment? This is really weird.
You're creating your reality as you go, see?
I think it's fair to say, Bri, 50 is about the age where you stop thinking the entire world revolves around you and you're not the star and the second coming of some messiah. Is that right? I certainly feel as if I no longer am
I
the
guess my
messiah.
question is, did you believe that beforehand?
Sure, why not?
He is not the Messiah, he is a naughty boy. Anyway.
What's a Naughty Boy? It's the band, rock band from the 90s, the Naughty Boys.
I feel if I just shut up and let you talk today, Bri, we're going to get some deep secrets out of you eventually, because you are verbose, my friend. Something's gone on. Brian's mind has cracked. Something has cracked open like an egg inside Brian's mind.
Is that a
It's
good thing
spilling
or a
out.
bad thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Why choose?
But it did bring up the wider topic. We'll talk specifically about the film on Patreon, but it did bring up the wider topic of rock stars who act. Like, some are really good at it, naturally. Some are average at it, but most of them suck and shouldn't ever do it.
Well,
What
hold
do you
on.
feel?
So I know where you're going. I know where this is going to go.
Are you just talking rock stars or musicians in general?
I'll go for musicians.
Okay.
I was thinking about the opposite. What about actors who try to rock?
Right. That doesn't always work out well either. I mean, Johnny Depp,
So
I've seen him play with Marilyn Manson. I would be lying if I
Sound like
told you
Jeff
I
Beck.
could have isolated his guitar from the mix and known what the hell he was playing. 'Cause it
Perhaps
was
they
all-
did isolate his guitar from the mix, if you know what I'm saying.
Right. There's that button called mute that isolates it completely.
Because it didn't. Let's
Joking,
just say
Johnny.
collars and cuffs
Joking.
didn't seem to match. But
I mean, the thing that drove me crazy, I saw him with Beck, and he played his guitar so low. I'm like, you can't even play a chord with it that low, man. Like, it's by your ankles, you know?
That's how you play it. What do you mean?
His arms weren't long enough to reach the guitar.
Yeah, so you bend over. It's all right. That's how you play.
But, never.
see, Brian's brain's
Never mind.
going again.
Yeah. He's trying to get that
Started-
explicit rating.
He does play it.
Started to
very
channel some
low.
Henning Polly there for a second. Whew.
Who incidentally thought that War of the Worlds was an okay film. So I don't know what he's been smoking over there in Germany, but send me some.
Sausages. That's what they do over there.
That's true.
Smoked sausage.
But yeah, okay.
Ain't nothing
What-
better than smoked sausages there, bub.
I do love smoked sausages. Anyway.
Name a good actor who can actually play some good guitar. I hear that I saw a picture of Peter Capaldi, who played Doctor Who. Again, this I may as well be speaking foreign to Brian at this
Peter
point.
Capaldi.
Yeah. He,
That's,
however,
that's a
was
made-up
playing...
name if I ever heard it. Hi, my name's Peter. What's your last name? Capaldi? What's a made-up name?
It's not. It's Italian. Capaldi.
Capaldi.
Yeah. It's
All right, I can see that.
yeah. It's an Italian name. But anyway, he was playing a Duesenberg, so I was like, well, he's obviously a man of
Nice guitar.
taste, so he probably can play. But what other actors do we know of that can actually play a decent bit of guitar?
Michael
That's a good
Shannon's
question.
been is one of my favorite actors, and he's been doing like an REM tour
Really?
Yeah.
Michael Shannon, who played Zod in the Superman remake, right?
Yes. Well, yes, but amongst a lot of better
Yeah,
things.
but that was the easiest reference to a film that I could remember him being in. I think he was also in the nuclear bomb one recently. What was it? Oppenheimer. I think he was in that.
Yep.
He's a great actor.
Shotgun Stories. He's in just a ton of stuff. Midnight Special, amazing movie. I love Michael Shannon. But yeah, he's been doing this REM tribute thing.
I did not know that. Because he looks too big to play a guitar.
I don't think he's that big.
He just looks big. Like, a lot of people commented when Brian posted that picture of me on the Wampler site. They were like, why does that Telecaster look so big, look so small in Richard's hands? Well, it's two reasons. One, forced perspective and weird camera angle.
Yeah, I was going to say the angle was kind of...
it was so big it made me look bald, and we know that's not true. And two, I'm quite big, and guitars do look small in my hands. That's a problem.
Yeah.
But
I've had people be like, "Oh, you're shorter than I thought." I was like, "You've seen me hold a Les Paul. You know what that looks like. This should give you a pretty good reference point."
In Blake's hands, it's a Morpole.
It's a ukulele in Richard's hand, and it's a bass in my hand.
I was at NAMM and I heard someone say that you're shorter than I thought, and you said, you're dumber than I thought.
Did you say it out loud?
Maybe.
Well, that's Blake. I was just like,
yeah.
Blake, you can't say that to our listeners. Stop.
No, the actual words were much harsher than that, but yes.
Good response, to be fair.
Yeah, you're shorter than you thought. Oh, yeah, your mom didn't seem to mind.
And this is why I love you so much, Blake.
And now the Chasing Tone podcast is evolved.
So Michael Shannon.
Mama jokes.
No. Michael. I'm keeping it on point. Michael Shannon. Any other good actors?
Adam
who can
Sandler.
shred?
Adam
Sandler's
Sandler?
not bad.
Adam
Bacon.
Sandler can play guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, the whole Wedding Singer was about him playing guitar.
I've not seen that film.
What?
See, well, for me, Bri, like, I have a kind of filter system for films, and I'll look at the poster, and if I see the words Adam Sandler, I will not watch the film.
But how have you not seen that show? You can't like turn a channel without seeing it.
In this country, you can. We just have, I don't know, the International Tea Pouring Championship, the nettle
The
washing
Great British Bake Off and the
competition.
International Tea Pouring Championship.
Yeah, we have proper TV programs over here.
That leads me to some Adam Sandler talk for Patreon when we get into movies again.
Okay.
But I think we would be remiss if we didn't mention Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa is a massive music fan and a massive guitar nerd. He's got mules. He buys like boutique guitar stuff all the time. He's a huge fan of guitar and bass.
And he presented the Ozzy Osbourne Back to the Beginning concert.
He's a huge metalhead.
And he did it from the perspective of fact. He literally like just said to someone, "Oh, how cool is this?" And they were like, "Do you want to host it?" And he was like, "Hell yes!" And he went off into the crowd. He was like, he was in the mosh pit. He was in the circle. Everyone was taking selfies. He recently shaved his beard, and despite what internet memes have told me, he was still good looking without.
I know.
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
You know who we forgot? Jack Black.
Jack Black, of course.
Of course, right?
Yeah, right. That's a good one. And I mean, let's not forget the three actors who basically play the core of Spinal Tap. They can all really play. I'm not going to remember their names on air. I'll only remember Harry Shearer because he's my favourite. But yeah, they're all good players.
We need to go the other way, though. You started this with musicians who can act.
Well, I started it with musicians, and the reason I started it with musicians is the other day I saw Prince of Darkness, the John Carpenter film on TV, and Alice Cooper has a very small role in it. He's just like some bum stroke incarnation who you sort of see, and I thought, he's someone who I expected to do more acting, because he's very theatrical in his show. And then I thought, of course, of Sting and Bowie and the kind of 80s actors. And I thought, none of them were really good. And some of them are actually terrible. Like, Madonna is a terrible actor and has had, like, 2 or 3 starring films. So I just started
Steven
to think,
Seagal.
Okay, he's neither an actor nor a guitar player.
No, he is a guitar player.
He is,
and an actor.
Yeah, have you seen that clip of him playing that one solo?
It's
Where
great.
he just bends one note like 18 times.
It's the blues, man.
You just got to feel it.
He's feeling it.
Yeah.
One note means more than 4,000 of them. You know?
In this case, it doesn't. In this case, it wasn't even a perfect bend. If his bend was perfect, I'd have let him. But yeah, Steven Seagal is another good.
You know who we got to shout out? We got to shout out Chris Christopherson because he got a
yeah.
Golden Globe for Best Actor.
Yeah, and you know what? This is going to be almost sacrilegious to the pair of you, but I knew him first. I'd heard of him, and I'd probably heard his music, but it hadn't registered. But I first knew of him from Blade. I was
well, that's a good role.
It was a good role, but it's still not what you should be knowing him for.
No. And if you want to know more about Chris Christopherson, go check out Tape Spaghetti, where you can find out all about his illustrious
scrub
career.
this bit out. Instead, go and learn about MIDI and how to build your own pedal at guitarpedalcourse.com.
So what about Billy Bob Thornton?
Billy Bob Thornton, yes, he plays music. And
okay.
I watched an interview with him where he was talking. I love Billy Bob Thornton as an actor, but this interview was like really weird. He's sitting down and he's talking about his musical project with his band, and the host, I think in total fairness, says, all right, well, yeah, we're here talking to the band, and well, Billy Bob Thornton's in the band, super famous actor Billy Bob Thornton, and he was like not wanting to talk about the fact that he was a famous actor. Like he was kind of, it was like, we're here to talk about the music type of thing. I was like, yeah, but you can at least acknowledge that we're here talking to you because you're Billy Bob Thornton.
Right.
Right.
If you weren't an actor, you wouldn't be here. So let's get that straight.
Not to go too Bowie-centric, but it's like the time he had that Tin Machine band with Reeves Gabrels and the Hunt brothers, I think. And it was like, I don't want to talk about me. I just want to talk about the band. And the music was like, no, you're David Bowie. No one cares about your band. We just want to hear you. So
I mean, you at least got to lead off with that. Like, yes, I'm Billy Bob Thornton. I am David Bowie. Like, at least get that out of the way and then get into the meat and potatoes of it. Like, don't pretend that we're not talking to you because this is the reason.
Meat and potatoes. That reminds me of the film Labyrinth that David Bowie's in.
I love that movie.
Yeah. I showed it to my daughter when she was 12, and she was a little bit shocked by his tight leotard, let's just say. I hadn't noticed it when I saw it as a kid, but as an adult, you definitely notice it. But Bowie was an average actor at best. He did some good roles, but he did some terrible acting in his career.
Didn't John Bon Jovi, wasn't he in like a submarine movie or something?
Thought he was like a Wild West movie, wasn't he?
Yeah, I was going to say surely there's a Wild West movie with him in it.
And we're forgetting Keanu Reeves, too.
He plays the bass, doesn't he?
He plays bass and guitar, but he plays bass.
His band's pretty good. Dogstar's cool.
Is it Dogstar? Yeah, Dogstar.
Yeah, okay. All right, so there's a few crossovers, but listeners,
it's a lot
sure.
of artistic stuff, right? Like, if you're an artist in one area, you're probably going to be an artist in another area, too. Mm-hmm. Don't you think? And, like, there's a lot of musicians who paint, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and actors who paint, really, yes, so.
I also think
there's somebody I know who I'm thinking of. Jeff Daniels. Big guitar fan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great actor.
Of course, let's not forget the dude from Curb Your Enthusiasm. Another Jeff, I think. What's
Jeff Garlin.
That's it, yeah.
I've told you about my experience with him, right?
Possibly, but perhaps you might want to refresh the listener's memory, and mine.
My friend Jess and I were riding up an escalator at NAMM, and we're just talking to each other, not really thinking too much of anything. We're headed up to the Gibson booth, and all of a sudden there's a man riding down the escalator, pointing at us and shouting, and we're like kind of confused. We're like, what's going on? And all of a sudden we look, and it's Jeff Garlin, and he points at us and says, "You men enjoy your beards," and then goes down the escalator. And that's the experience.
Jess is a man, I'm taking it.
Yes, Justin.
Okay.
Yes.
Right, okay, fine.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Well, did you enjoy your beard more that day
So
as a result?
I'm just going to admit this in front of everybody. I thought he said enjoy your beers, and I I said, well, we don't have beers. Let's fix that at 11 a.m.
Okay. All right,
well, maybe it was 1. I don't remember, but yeah.
I'm sure we've missed a bunch, and the listeners can tell us who we've missed. But yeah, it's. I think this a bit though, Bri. I think the whole world of TV and film runs on nepotism. I think if you don't have a leg in the door in TV or film, you may as well give up on your LA dreams, because it's just going to be 10 times harder. And I think that's basically why musicians have an easy way into Hollywood, because they know someone who knows someone, or they know someone who's Steven Spielberg or whatever. The rest of us, like, it's a long time before we get to see Brian Wampler in an Adam Sandler movie, surely.
Oh, I would love to act next to Adam Sandler.
Would that be your dream gig?
Oh, that'd be an awesome gig.
I could see it.
I mean,
I think...
if he ever does a, what's it called? A Happy Gilmore 3,
yeah.
Maybe I can be his caddy in that one.
You'd have to learn about golf, which is a sport first.
He doesn't know about it either, so that's the trick.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you can be the lunch lady if he does the lunch lady song again.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
If you're listening, Brian is volunteering.
Just saying, Adam, call me. You know.
Did you guys see the clip from Spinal Tap 2 with Elton John singing Stonehenge?
Mm-hmm.
That was epic. Brian, you haven't seen it because you've been out of action all weekend dealing with stuff, but it's very good. I posted it from the Wampler Facebook page at one point, Brian.
You've got someone here about Bruce Dickinson and Iron Maiden. What is everybody throwing a fit about that? I've seen that come up several times now.
Well,
I've seen a headline, but I don't know anything about it. So, Richard, tell me more.
Well, he has basically kind of got very annoyed at the world of influencers and the fact that we're all wanting to be influencers, and therefore we're continually filming ourselves from jaunty angles at concerts, like trying to get the band behind us or anything like that. Now, I use the term us because I have filmed a lot of concerts that I've been to, and most of the footage, absolute gash that I'd never rewatch. But I have filmed a few where I probably took my better camera in with me, and I've rewatched some of the footage recently. I'm like, I'm really glad I did it. So I wanted to take your guys' take, both of you guys, on two things. One, are we all a bit bored of the world of social media, influencers, everyone should just get a life? And two, do you record concerts on your mobile phone and never watch them again?
Yes.
I've kind of done this thing. So I obviously I got to make content. That's what I do, right? But I do not like filming concerts for that reason. Most of it's garbage. Like, it just doesn't turn out very well, and there's no point. But once in a while, I catch some special moments. That said, I'm intentional with only filming a little bit at a show, and that's it. And then I just want to absorb. I don't want to, I just don't want to sit there on my phone the whole time. I look at my phone all day, every day. I don't want to be watching a phone when I'm there to watch a concert. I want to see the real thing with my one cyclopean eyeball that I have left. So, but sometimes I do regret it, because there were some moments from like the MyCam show that I really wish I would have got on film to like relive it again and rewatch it again. It's like when the dude ran across the stage on fire. That was pretty cool. But at the same time, I was too engrossed in the moment, and I don't regret that either. So I think it's a balance. I don't think it has to be no phones, no cameras, but I understand. I also went to a Jack White show several years ago where he had us all put those things in those bags, those yonder bags. Have you seen those?
Yeah. Oh, I thought we were talking about a P. Diddy party for a minute. Sorry, I got confused.
No, it's like a anti-cell phone bag, basically. Yeah. You have to put your
Bob
phone...
Dylan's a fan of them, right?
Yeah, and I understand that, and I admittedly, like, it's nice being like, well, don't have my phone, can't get a hold of me. Just is what it is. Here I am.
Yeah. And look, I've spoken at length about my fear for my own phone addiction. In fact, I got a lovely email around my birthday from Emil from Guptek, who also shares my phone addiction. And it is a real problem. I've now taken to like actually having breaks in the day where I'll leave my phone somewhere and just go away for minutes, because I see it as a real problem. But I think you're right. I think that is part of the whole concert thing. We're just so constantly attached to our little dopamine bursts from social media that we think, got to record this because Blake will love it when I send him this 13th video of David Gilmour playing Dark Side of the Moon. And, you know, it just, reality and, like, what's in your mind never match in this. But
No, I think both have merit. I mean, there's times where if I'm at a show, I hate looking at the phone at the show. I hate that. So if I'm recording, I'll usually like hold it at my chest or something and watch the show. You know, and then just glance down every now and then, make sure it's not like pointed at my feet or something. But because I want to see the show with my own two eyes. But also, there's times like I have video of me on stage at a Brad Paisley concert. You know, and like because they had like 2 bars on each side, or they used to, and we would get to go up there during the concert and you can drink beer literally on stage while he's playing. So I have video of that, and that's I can remember it, I guess, but it's pretty I don't know. It's enjoyable looking back and kind of reliving those moments with a little more clarity.
But that is unique, and you are in a privileged position to do that. If you were sharing it all to Instagram with like you smiling cheesily and pointing at it every week,
yeah, I mean, I've got a few of those. I've got a few of those social media pictures, but for the most part, it was more for me.
Yeah,
I mean, I've got like video of stuff that I can't ever post anywhere, just because like the management said this, you can't do this. You know, don't post this anywhere,
except for on Patreon. You can send me those photos.
Except for OnlyFans.
Yeah,
only for OnlyFans. You know, and there's some stuff like that I just want those memories in the extreme amount of clarity, you know, and as we all know, the more time that gets put in between when the event happened and when you're recollecting it, then it tends to get a little more fuzzy, you know.
One of the coolest things that phones do, at least iPhones, and I'm sure Google's doing something similar with Android these days, is, at least for me, is those memory things it automatically puts together in your photo app. And it'll just be like, hey, remember this cool thing you did in August of 2023? And I was like...
And it's getting better, isn't it?
Yeah, and I was like, really no, good. I actually didn't remember that I did that on that particular day. And wow, I'm so glad that I took all those pictures, because now I'm immediately transported back there and get to kind of re-experience it again, like you're talking about, Brian. And so it's not all bad or all good. No, I understand. Like,
there's definitely merit to it. The algorithm needs a bit of work, because every time I get, like, your time together at the O2 Arena, and it'll show pictures of me, Anna, and Leela watching Iron Maiden whilst playing Close to You by the Carpenters. I'm like, this is the wrong soundtrack you've picked. So there's still a little bit of work to be done. But I agree with you. I think the memories feature is really good. And like I said, the other day I found myself bored and, like, flicking through videos on my TV because I was like screencasting, and I found like some videos I took of Peter Murphy back in 2012, I think. I was like, I forgot I had these, and it was really good. But here's the other thing.
They weren't like kind of like you know.
No, they were music videos.
Okay. I'm just making sure you weren't pulling a Chuck Berry is all.
Pulling a Chuck Berry is a phrase you never want to hear.
To ask what you're meaning by that.
You know what Chuck
We'll
Berry
talk about it off the air.
Guilty of, right?
I mean, I know some really bad things that...
None of them are good. Musical genius, terrible person. I think we can just leave it at that.
It seems pretty accurate. Yeah.
But here's something else, right? So, one, I thought my generation was bad. My daughter goes to a concert and literally films the whole thing. It's like song after song after song.
Is she watching her phone, or is she watching the...
No, she's kind of doing what you do. She's kind of watching the concert, but her phone's
some people
pointed.
are like looking at it like it's goggles.
What is the point in that?
Yeah.
A lot of people do that.
Just watch it on a phone at home. It's cheaper. But the thing that I always do is stop recording right at the best moment.
Yes, all the time.
Here's that guitar solo, and stop.
Literally, it's like, Gilmore, you're amazing, and stop. They're lasers, solo. Oh.
Yeah.
I've done it so many times, because it's like, I've been running for a minute now, I better stop to conserve battery, and then boom, here comes the solo. So,
I mean, and I thank this person for doing this, but ever since we went to that show, it's been, my kids have just been listening to nothing but My Chemical Romance. I think their hair is starting to swoop in front of one of their eyes, and they're telling me it's not a phase, Dad, and all this stuff. But so there's been a lot of videos we've been watching, and somebody recorded the show we were at, all 2.5+ hours of it straight. And it's just a phone recording.
That's magical.
I don't know how they did that. I couldn't sit there like that for that long. I don't even know how they did it. But they recorded the entire show. Is it the best footage? No, but I'll admit
it's your show.
It was nice to go back and see. Yeah, so I'm like, wow, I couldn't be that person. I'm thankful to whoever did that, because it was kind of cool to go back and relive some of that stuff.
Well, again, I'm going to give you hint number 2. Hint number 1, never press stop. Hint number 2, always wear the loudest shirt you can if you're going to a metal or alternative concert. Because, as I said before, I was at the Cure concert. The entire room was filled with people in black. But if you watch the concert video, there's one grey-haired buffoon in a shiny green shirt that sticks out.
Who's the fluorescent green shirt guy?
Yeah. I wear it to every concert now. It's my lucky concert shirt.
You're lucky.
But it's true. There is something special about seeing a video of like a concert you would... I look for bootlegs of concerts I've been to. One of my favourites is New Order 1993. I got the bootleg probably about 6 years later.
It's a good one. Yeah. It's a good one.
Bri, if we weren't recording, I would have deployed an incredibly Anglo-Saxon 4-letter word on you right now.
I remember that. I think I was there for that show when I was 5.
I think it was the year Nirvana played the night before, and I didn't go. But in the New Order song, because the Michael Jackson case was quite newsworthy, they changed a number of the lyrics to reflect Michael Jackson's legal troubles of the time, and it was quite witty, and I have it on CD, and I'm happy about that. Brian's
all right.
Just giving me the look of
I'm just thinking
a blank Frankenstein.
Are you going to post it on YouTube, or what you playing with it?
No, I can't do that. It's mine. All mine.
All right, so basically Bruce Dickinson is saying people need to stop treating everything as a way to make some form of content. But I would say, with no disrespect towards Dick, but that's the world we live in.
It is, but let me ask you another question. If an artist said to you, like, let's say you went to say, who is... Oh, I did have a George Lynch. Did you know that George Lynch tried out for Ozzy Osbourne?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And started the lynch mob up when he didn't get the gig. Yeah. But if you, like, let's say it was George Lynch and he said, I'm going to give you the concert of your life, but no phones. Would you respect his decision and not take any pictures or footage of the concert?
Man, I would, but I'd also walk away going, "Jeez, Papa."
Because I went to see Kate Bush. Famously, she's only toured twice in her entire life. And she said, no, please don't film it. Just watch it. Be in the moment. And I was like, if Kate Bush asks me to do something, I'm ruddy well doing it.
How about I have a solution. How about I'll not record it if you don't charge for it?
And that's how the music industry was broken in the first place.
I mean, don't record this. Don't record this. Then don't charge for it. You're not allowed to tell me what I can and can't do. That's not right.
Got the solution, guys. We keep talking about this in terms of, we've got our phone out. We're looking at the screen. We're not living in the moment. The solution's been right here the whole time. Strap a GoPro to your head, and then you're good. Mm-hmm.
Well,
problem solved, both things achieved.
You get both. You get to have your cake and eat it too.
I've thought about these new meta enhanced Ray-Bans, which have like AR functions built in. surely they're going to have like a basic camera recording. That's going to be...
They already have that.
Right, so they must be throttling that, because then why is everyone at my gig all wearing Ray-Bans and smiling?
But why do they not put them on until we're in the bathroom?
Yeah, but that would be a great solution, wouldn't it? The glasses camera solution. Just saying.
I'm sure there'll be something like, we're not allowing that to happen, so we have a contract with Ray-Ban where your camera function won't work.
Yeah, that's true. They could EMP those. That's true. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Kate Bush is famously pro EMP. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, Kate Bush, and also the last Gilmore gig. Well, when we went to see the rehearsal, and Guy Pratt comes out beforehand and he says, look, I know you've all got phones. I know you all want... Firstly, no flash photography, because your tiny flash versus our lighting rig, it's not worth it. And he's like, secondly, just like enjoy the concert. There's plenty of time to take photos at the end, etc. And I was like, he's right, you know. Like, literally nobody's going to be impressed if I send them this 7.5-minute recording of Shine On You Crazy Diamond. But hey, I'm sending it to Brian anyway.
That's right. And I'm going to send it not over Wi-Fi. I'm going to send it through my regular phone connection. That way it compresses down to like 10 pixels.
Chunky.
Love that.
Yeah. The only thing better than people's long, far back, way far away concert footage is 4th of July fireworks. Gotta see those.
Yes.
So
yes.
I remember, like, my first digital camera, I was in Monaco, I think, and there was a big fireworks display. There was no way of saying it without sounding fancy, right?
I remember I had the first most expensive thing in the world while I was in the most expensive place on the planet.
That's right. I was in my condo in Monaco.
Yes. I had lost my monocle, and so I was trying to find it.
I thought, well, look, I have all this money, and it's just so heavy in my pocket.
It's weighing me down. I should throw some of it over the balcony. Yes. No, I accidentally dropped it into the top of my convertible Lamborghini.
Oh, well, I've got more of that meaningless stuff.
You're killing me, guys.
Anyways, there, Monopoly guy, finish your story so we can move on.
I saw a fireworks display, and I took like 40 photos of the fireworks display, because I was like, this is amazing. I can take photos of fireworks with this. And it's true, I did take photos of fireworks. The trouble is they're all like 3 megapixels, and 20 years later, they don't look so great.
That's
all right?
okay. That's okay.
It's because you obscured them with dollar bills flapping in front of them. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Speaking of dollar bills, should we thank people who give us dollar bills?
Definitely. Very much so. Your turn, Mr. Birthday Boy.
All right. Let's see how we do here. Big shout out to our executive producers, Bill Bays, David Tyndall, Dave Trombetti, Shannon Weaver, Eric Wilson, Vidar Frostad, Michael Freer, Sean Arbo of Gun Street Wiring, Rick Calhoun of Honey Picks, Patrice Fournaise, Dylan Talkstone, Missouri Electrical Box Company, Kevin Harrington, Barry from Grez Guitars, Tom Kelly, Jake Young of Man the Helm Podcast, Pigsy, GuitarPedalHorse.com, John O'Neill, Robert Carr, Hunter Hudson, Rob Stokes, Nick Spano, Sasha Sir, Jay Stratton, Harry Post, Grumpy Mike, Harvey Pedals, Allison Carroll, Bum Laser, Anthony Stevens, Chris Brown, Philip Carter of 40 Watt Podcast, Christopher Logan, Jason Englehart, Duck Crowhawk, Dylan Lewis, Josh, James Thompson, Colin Littlejohn, Machete of Odin, Derek Lyons, Darth Bagel, Wizard of Waz, Crappy Tom, Herman Petrucci of Dragon Theater, that's going to get me every time, Captain Cheese Trousers. All right, I like that guy. DJ Farnes, Kyle Viana, Dan Ridgway, Robert Hahn, John Hill, Nick Call, Kyle Ray, Your Face, and Bruno Banani. And what is all this additional stuff? Gemma Voss? Tessa Radcliffe? Lila Beaumont? Troy Fenn?
I figured I'd just throw some random names on there for you.
Ava Langston? Reed Carmichael?
Why is my lawyer's name in there, Brian?
Hold on, how come we don't have hello? What? How come we don't have more Where's the money from all these additional patrons? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
The money is missing. Sorry. Yeah, I figured you just needed some more names to read there.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.